Hi everybody, Justin here. Still unsure of what to do, but the day's almost done. I think I'm just gonna call the station. See what they think. Pick the radio up again. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? Alice, please connect me to the 41st again. Just a moment, officer. Personal details. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. What's there to think about? You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. Alright, hold on. I want to know if you got my badge or description writing a report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth, any news about my family? Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? Any news about my family? 10, excuse me, sir? Over. You probably don't want to continue around this road. Nothing. Never mind. Yeah, we'll wrap this up. I don't know what to do. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. There's no use pressing the heat button, he says, and jingles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. Alternative translation, don't even think you can drive my MC. Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine? This is the Capri Kanema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and radio if you'd like. He nods at the cabin. Motor carriage, something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. What is the sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage? Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please, proceed with the carefree lollygagging. Do all policemen in the RCM have a cool motor carriage? The Capri Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. Sorry, let's take that sentence again from the top, people. The Capri Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. Okay, but what is a motor carriage? A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you're familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere? No, I'm afraid not. He straightens his spine. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Okay, fine. Spent 4 minutes, though. That's right, baby. Let's talk with you.
Yes?
Tell me about the case again. Oh, no, wasn't there something we could do? There's something we could have done. We could, look at the case file. Boom. It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board with a permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Can I read the files now? Very low. Browse the yellow plate papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. What types of forms are there? 3. The topmost, misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. Station call. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Field autopsy. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in age, sex, condition of internal organs. Color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill these forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. With delicious power hid within the pathetic mess, you feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Let's browse the files again. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse, handwritten logs on dozens of investigations dating back to January 51. Stamped, case files, commit to paper. These are your last couple months in Revocol, Precinct 41, Jamrock Quarter. Kim, all of my cases employ naming conventions similar to what we use on ours. Yes, how very childish of you, he mumbles. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I assume to a murder case, I've named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, he peeks into his own notes, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Whoa. Look at the clipboard. Boom. It's made of dark blue plastic hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 sized board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. In the back, you see the embossed letters RCM. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Peek inside. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it's not enough to see through. You cannot see to its center. What did you say the color was? Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. How would I open it? With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Oh, I can open the hidden compartment. Low. Alright, smell the ledger, baby. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off from the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Zoilet cleaner, we got there. Lieutenant observes you raising and lowering the toilet waterlogged mass under your nose, trying to get a good whiff. A good analytical whiff. After a while, he can't take anymore. Excuse me, I just have to ask. How could you have let this get tossed out? I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore. So I flushed my career down the toilet literally. I'm sad to hear that. For a moment, he doesn't know what to reply. He's sorry for you. In any case, we're lucky you found it. Make sure it's all in there. Official notes are, well, they're dangerous. They contain confidentialities. Oh God, that sounds dangerous. Make sure you don't throw it out again. Now, if you'll excuse me, he opens his own pristine blue notebook. That thing has filled me with a sudden urge to make sure mine is in perfect order. Put the ledger away. All right, we killed some time. 10 minutes. Oh, hello. You want to talk?
Think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages yet. You should take care of that then. But I don't have the money. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out. Though he finds this situation frustrating, he's doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do. I do feel bad. Pay for damages. Try negotiating. Okay, let's go. I can give you $44.97. Is that enough? Are you good with that? Do I have to sleep on the streets? Please don't let me sleep on the streets. I don't want to. I want to... Alright. Door never opened. We just have to be aware of that. Hello, my good friend you. How are you? It's about that money I owe. Yes, have you got it? I was wondering if we could come up with some sort of arrangement for tonight. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed on you owed me? I will pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. Come on, man, after everything I've been through. Kim is about to say something. Let's let him. He adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking and he stops mid-sentence. He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze. I mean, no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. This conversation isn't going anywhere. I still have my key. Not until you bring me the money. Okay, he turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. I really didn't want to resort to this, the man is thinking. Oh, dang. Well, let's go to his motor carriage. If you're gonna, give me money Kim, I'm going to pay you back. That's a Justin guarantee. There's no way I'm going to just steal money from this guy. There's no way. Oh, yawning alert. Oh, how's life going on your guys' side? It's a crazy time right now, folks. Crazy time. All right, motor carriage. Walking around, taking our time. Inside, you see a set of steering wheel. Yep. Continue. I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure. Look in the suspect transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. Thank you. I appreciate the help. So then nods as you take the spinners. Close the door. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Kim. You're a saint. Here it is. That's the thing. Right there. Man, it's getting snowy in here, huh? I love the animation of that snow. It feels just right, and trust me, I live in Edmonton, Alberta, so I know what snow is like. Hello, sir.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
It's cool that you're still open. Big city
The pawn shop
vibes.
is always open.
Something I'd like to sell. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps. The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter, I'll give you 200 real. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you, the lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Thank you. He takes the cash and turns to you. Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes back into his pocket. The windfall is a small consolation. Access my pawn menu. Oh, these are things we can sell. Cool, cool, cool. All right. All right, let's leave. Let's go at least sleep for the night. And let's start a new day. Let's begin day 2. Double click to run. Press space to stop. Thank you, loading screen. That's very helpful of you. That's a yawn. That's a big yawn. Yeah, it's a. All right, let's go and get that money. And this very sad man can sleep somewhere tonight. He can get a nice rest. It is late though, almost 10:30. Kim, go home, buddy. Go sleep. Thank you for everything. Revachol is pronounced Revachol. Orangi is pronounced Oranyi. Oh, did I miss the last one? Revachol. Hey, buddy, we got the money.
Can I help you?
It's about that money I owe. I have your money. He glares at you suspiciously. Well, here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Ooh, 70 experience. Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him. I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. He taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the bar counter. All the doors automatically lock at 2100 o'clock. 2100 o'clock. 2100 o'clock. 2100 o'clock. Find money for rent and pay guard. Please pay each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night. Oh, I can fucking do that. He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. What? Of course, he takes the money and hands him a key ring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else? Nah. Wow. Just like that, we're roommate buddies! Kim, you're the best.
Yes?
I just want to say thank you. I guess I can't say thank you, but I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to bed, baby. I want a brand new day tomorrow. That's what I want. I want to wake up and have a whole new exciting world ahead of me. Kim, this is your room. We're friends. This door to the room you redecorated. Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh, all right, let's go. I would love to. So now we can kind of talk over what we learned during the previous, 11 or 12 episodes leading up to this. I'm excited. Let's debrief on the day. As he pushes me off the balcony, oh my god, what a twist. He's like, I'm here to kill you. All right. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
So what are our powers exactly, the RCM? They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is opposing fines of up to 100,000 real for offenses, in accordance with the interdepartmental schedule. 1,000? Why not more? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. How can we be sure the arrestee will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. When a power calls you, you come, but power itself is a fragile trick of perception. I see. And if someone resists? We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, if you're killing anyone, have I killed someone? What happens to the people we convict? And who makes all the rules? The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the Revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Drinking some water. Bear with me for a second. There we go. His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. I got a cough because I drink my water bad. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Let's say it was... Say nothing. Silence, a great comment to such a conundrum. I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. Alright then, let's debrief. Yes, he pulls on the cigarette. It's been a long and eventful day. How do you think today went? Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads that we can follow up on. In addition, we got that body down from the tree, and we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great. Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, he takes a deep drag of a cigarette and looks at the city. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work. The initial interviews, yes, well, we talked to some people. Go. Number 2. Including Avart Claire, a daunting adversary if there ever was one. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with youthful information, however. He's a tough cookie, that one. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her, he frowns. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just wait until we get up tomorrow. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Let's just say that one. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on a cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age and in those heels. He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. Thank you for the compliment. We could even manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why. The Moral Intern, what is it? The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. He pulls on a cigarette. You know who they are. They run this place after the revolution failed. I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head. Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most internal government organizations in the world. What do you think of them? The moral lantern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And he looks at the city below. It doesn't look like that's about to happen. It's more than that. There's some kind of affection in him. You like the moral lantern? Yes, I did when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky, he quotes. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't now what I believe in now. I don't know what I believe in now. I don't know what I believe in now. I'm reading that right. I don't now what I believe in now. It should be I don't know what I believe in now, right? He thinks, then changes his mind. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. What do they believe in? What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Dye 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats. Who was Dolores Dye? A historic figure, the author of the modern age, he thinks. You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why. What's their symbol? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Vergiss mein nicht. Their motto is love, compassion, and self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think from that. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict matter. I have an opinion on them. Do you? The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Alright, they've done an awful job here. We're the stooges of the world's... Immigrants... Ooh. I'm going to say number 3. No, we are the stooges of the world's biggest bourgeoisie organization protecting the people of Rivicol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, would be common vigilantes. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad. He nods. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially in the Union, vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging. He looks at the roundabout. The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses, the red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revicol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over. Say nothing, just look into the night. The dying lights of the Sydney shimmer below, slowly, like ominous clouds that pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, they really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts. And in Jamrock and the GRIH, the Gree. He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, we run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are, he shakes his head, but we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate. Night. Captain Poltomi Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side hunching over the sidewalks in Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Perdition and Main. The horse neighs, and the captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good. Me too, he says quietly. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Thank you for this. End of day debrief with Kim. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Let's go. That was fun. I like that dialogue section. It was good. All right. Let's go to bed. We deserve it. We deserve some sleep. Is that a bottle I see? Good night, Kim. See you in the morning. Hell yeah, brother. All right. Crawl in. Let's sleep. The bed sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. We did it! Excuse me. Day 1 complete. And then sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. I celebrated too soon. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easy. Roll to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still into your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve this case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with, what was it with that lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming. We did it. Is this a dream? Oh, I'm dreaming. Oh no. Is the dead body gonna be here? Hello? Oh, this gonna be a disco ball. Oh shit, it's me! Bloated corpse of a drunk.
The scent of your childhood.
I remember. What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. While you just stood there with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go.
Oh.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
It's gotta hurt to talk in that voice.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case, man.
You're not coming back from shit.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
What? No.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Oh, guess it's time to wake up. Well, that was crazy. This guy's fucked up, isn't he? He's just fucked up. Day 2! Oh, no wonder you didn't sleep well. You slept in your frickin' suit, probably with a crowbar and bag in hand still, buddy. Good going, buddy. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse in the morning than you did last night. What the hell's going on with me? I mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live in this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest. 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. No, opt out. Suit yourself, slow, sad shellman. See how you do without your spark. It's a brand new day. That's the mirror. That's the door to Kim's room. Okay, well, I think let's look at all this stuff that showed up. So we need $20 to stay the night. Again. We also have $1, so let's look at the thought catalog. So we have one slot currently unlocked. So this one's unlocked, and we have some unlockables. How's our experience going? We're at 66, so we're probably going to level up again. So what we want to do is let's look at our journal, the map, and see what we need. So these ones are all locked. Kuno. Empathy can help us. And these ones are all currently unlocked. Excuse me. The warded door, that's the one that I want to do kind of get through. So like let's look at like pain threshold. Let's level that up. Accept changes in clothes. Sorry. Do we have 1 skill point left? We do have 1 skill point left. So I guess I could put empathy up, which would be a good way for us to deal with our boy Kuno. You know who he is. We love Kuno. No problems with him at all. So yeah, let's level that up too. And that's it for today's episode. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. I'm very excited. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.